I'm on another backpacking adventure. This time, I'm exploring Mount Hood in northern Oregon. What makes this backpacking trip different from all the other backpacking trips I have been on this year is that I get to tag along with my amazing friend, Kelsey. Coming to Timothy Lake was Kelsey's idea after my original plan to hike the Timberline Trail unfortunately fell through due to a large section of it being closed. Before we get too far into this adventure, let's take a moment to acknowledge that we are hiking on land that was once inhabited by the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde, a contemporary tribe made up of several tribes that once thrived in this majestic area before Europeans colonized it. I will be linking more detailed information and websites where you can learn more in the description below. Thank you so much, Dr. David Lewis, for this information. I guess this is one of those situations where you have to bushwhack in order to get the perfect shot. This 15-mile loop is absolutely perfect for people who just want to take a nice, gentle walk around a lake. There aren't any hills or mountains to climb. It's perfect for children or young families, or people who are just really not that into anything difficult. Just a relaxing stroll around a beautiful lake. Once at camp, it was really hard to relax. I wasn't really sure what to do with all of my downtime. Thankfully, Kelsey's a pro. I have so much to learn from her. Is it worth sleeping on a slope if you can wake up to this view? No. The answer is a firm no. Lesson learned. The next morning, I was absolutely speechless when I crawled out of my tent and saw this incredible sight. I couldn't stop filming the lake. Every time I would sit down to drink my coffee or start my breakfast, I would notice how it was transformed. The fog would lift or shift to another section of the lake. The sun would peek through the trees. We even had a swarm of geese swim by, much to Kelsey's chagrin. The lake seemed to be waking up with us.
It's too cold.
There she is.
I made it. Don't worry, I made it.
A toast to our dear friend Emily. Happy birthday, love. We miss you. really cool to take our time on this trip. We stopped and looked at all kinds of things, critters, fungus, the way the moss was hanging from the trees, and as you all know, my favorite, wildflowers. Why do I need 17,000 pictures of wildflowers? No one really knows. And I'm back on the PCT. This year has been full of short hikes that have included the PCT. I wonder if the universe is trying to tell me something. I'm no longer embarrassed to admit that every time I backpack, I look for Bigfoot. It's so refreshing to hike with someone who's also looking for Bigfoot while on trail. Thanks for being weird with me, Kelsey. I love you so much for it. We stopped at our camp spot for the day, and then, I don't know, something just sort of didn't feel right. I looked at Kelsey and suggested that we maybe finish the trail for the day and grab a slice of pizza and a beer back in town. I wasn't quite sure how she was going to respond to that because she had planned this trip out for us and I didn't want to be rude. But before I could even finish my sentence, she had her backpack on and she was ready to go. I guess there's only so much relaxing these two ladies can handle. Or maybe the call of hot food and cold beer was too loud for us to ignore. Either way, we had an incredible time together exploring one of Oregon's beautiful lakes. We absolutely could not leave Mount Hood without first stopping by the historic Timberline Lodge. Constructed in 1937, the Timberline Lodge stands at the south slope of Mount Hood at the elevation of 6,000 feet. Declared a National Historic Landmark in 1977, the Timberline Lodge is one of Oregon's most popular tourist attractions, drawing nearly 2 million visitors every year. I personally know it best from Stephen King's movie The Shining. Kelsey and I have already made plans to return this winter for some snowboarding, skiing, and maybe even some snowshoeing. I've never tried it, but it could be fun.